interest in design and study of near-zero buildings. Anyways, let's get on to our session. Dr. Adil, can you are presenting GrassMed? Excuse me, Rima, I forgot. I'm welcoming Rima Sroor. Sorry, I don't have your bio with me, but she's the vice president of Lebanon Green Building Council. Welcome, Rima. So, Dr. Adil Murtada, can you please present GrassMed?
Thank you, Rayan. Thank you, everybody. First of all, I want to have the link to make a live presentation about the GrassMed platform. I am waiting. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. So, what I want to present to you is really a results of work of about 12 years of experience in green building. Here, what we'll have is what you want to know about the green building is in this platform. GrassMed, if you have the link to the GrassMed, you will find this page. And each one, you have three languages. You have English, Arabic, and the French. And you can log in. And you have to put your name, your password, and you have access to the platform. What you have in the platform, the first thing is what is GRASS. GRASS is a rating system for green building designed really for southern Mediterranean country. Why? Because, you know, we have several rating systems like LEED, like BREEAM, like IELTS, but normally the standards that are used are very strange and also difficult to apply in our country. So this take in consideration the technical capacity in southern Mediterranean country, and also the climate condition in this country, and the priority, because what are the priority, water or priority energy or anything. Then GrassMed is a new rating system designed for all Mediterranean country, and as the different rating system, we have 4 levels, but between Laurel, Jade, Matisse, and also the Emerald. This rating system covers the envelope of the building. It covers also the equipment and the water and also the biophilia and the health. All what you can find in other rating systems are here. Then, but what is also important is not only a rating system, is a GrassMed Green Book platform. What is meaning Green Book platform? Is a green building open online courses and certification. So we can use this platform to make self-certification of buildings and also to access to all the other training and e-learning courses and else. So this is the general presentation, because I don't want to go in depth. And sure, you have what is important is the part of e-learning. In e-learning, you can find 3 levels of e-learning. You have a general one, you have more specific one, and also one high level. A high level is designated what we call ambassador. What does mean ambassador? There are the person that are well formed, trained to use the GrassMed, and they can assist the people to certify or to get self-certification or certification of their building. Then we have here a live presentation, video presentation, and you can have also courses. Then what about the certification? The certification, we can have different level of certification. You can, for example, self-certification. In this certification is the beginning. So you have this certification is also could be applied for several countries. Now we have Lebanon, Morocco, Algeria, Jordan, Palestine, and Tunisia. What is the difference? For each country, we assess what they have as Greece building. For example, Binayat or Ecobat, or else, or LEED, for example, in Palestine and also in Jordan, their own level, their own rating system. And we have to choose the country. For example, we can here Lebanon. We go to the next, and we have to start what is kind of building, commercial or residential. We can take the commercial, for example, and we have also to follow all the indication. Then what is the level of performance of envelope, what also our objective in natural ventilation, and also in green roof, what we in water saving, and all what you can find in all the rating system, you have to follow here, and it's only here we can choose the level. We want with 3 level, level or this item is not really important. Another one, we will consider this in our project, and the high level is to confirm that we will apply to this. Sure, after it is the certification, and also what we can have also, what are the certified green building. We will collect from all the country, all the green buildings that are certified with another rating system, not really with GrassMed, it could be with LEED, with other, and we will put all the information regarding green building in this platform. Then it's very important. Why? Because we have to exchange with everybody our experience. Anyway, each country has a page in this platform, and each country could put what we want, what they want, like information. Then, if, for example, we need to know what about the green building in Jordan, you go to the link, and this link will take you to the Jordan, for example, green rating system, green building code, or other. Then we can exchange all information. And about the e-learning, we have a module for e-learning that covers all the aspects of the building, and if everybody can follow this training alone, and we can have at the end what we call self-exam, the self-test, to see that he understands or not. And if you want to be ambassador high level, you have another exam. Then we will put on this platform what do you need about the green building, what is the difference also between the GrassMed and the other rating system, and what information you want to share about the green building rating system of your country, you can also put in this one. Then what is more important also is the tool that we can use. This tool, it's very important tool, is to assess the building. You know what is important at the beginning is the description of the building, and we have a tool, then we can make the description of all the characteristic of wall. You have only to put the area of wall, the area of windows, the areas of the roof, and also what are the components. And like this, and you can have different, you can have directly the U value and other aspect. Then everything, and you can also check the conformity with the energy building code of your country. For example, when you have all the information, you can have what we call this statistic about the building. You can see here all what you introduced already about the envelope of your building, and you see that if you didn't make mistake or not. And you go after for what we call the conformity. You have several levels of conformity. I am going on directly for the conformity with the performance parts. Performance parts also to take on consideration the inertia of the building if you have the thermal insulation from inside or outside, and you make check conformity, and you have what we call the energy performance certificate of the building with what is the energy consumption. For example, for this building is 112 kilowatt hour per square meter per year, and also it's between the part for cooling and the part for heating. Also, this tool can help you to improve the energy performance of your design because you can use it as you want. You can change the thickness of insulation. You can change the orientation of the building, the windows to wall ratio. What do you want? After you will see the impact on this. Anyway, it covers all the climate zone of our Mediterranean region. You have 4 climate zones. Sure, in some country, like in Morocco, other you have more, but we make the corresponding between this climate zone and also what we have here. Then the performance of the building you can have. This, the GrassMed platform, it's open for everybody. It's also free. Everybody can use it. No fees for the self-certifications, and also no fees for the provisional certification. What we say the provisional certification, we don't want to replace the national green building rating system. But we assure anyone that are using this platform, GrassMed, and he can have the provisional certification GrassMed, he can apply to the national rating system in his country, and we are sure that all the information and all the technical aspect of his project could help him to have the national certification. Then it's this platform of exchange, it's GrassMed, a Grassbook. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Adil. It was a very comprehensive presentation. You have mostly answered all of my questions on how this green building certification synergize with the other certifications available in the target countries. You have also showcased how it has also been turned into a capacity building tool, and thank you very much for your presentation. Next, we will be seeing the presentation of Hussam Al-Harrafi, Energy Efficiency Finance Platform in the SMCs.
Thank you, Rian. Thank you all for your participation and this fruitful presentation. Thank Dr. Adil. For the technical, our activity in the meetMED project related to web tool and funding guide dedicated in the platform to support the project owners and holders on how accessing to finance. The targeted countries, the targeted countries of this activity, the 8 South Mediterranean countries, the 8 countries. So the the objective of this platform is to provide the technical support for project owners and holders to financing energy efficiency in building and appliances, also to facilitate access to finance and information related to the administration, financing procedures for energy efficiency project and programs. Also, to make available information related to existing national and regional and international financing schemes and funds to be able to apply for these funds and in a proper way and a systematic way. Also to provide the supportive case studies. Through the platform, we will include some case studies and experience in how to apply, just to support and to provide this information for even technical or non-technical, specialized or non-specialized project owners. Also to develop the financial structure and financial schemes. Finally, to build definition for each financial instrument, even also this goal related to the non-technical persons or investors, to guide him how can to be familiar with the financial instruments. Within this activity, we have actually we are still preparing or developing with the web tool, and this is I will present the stages that we are finalized. The first stage we have finalized the first report that include. We concluded with some outcomes of this report to search about all the funding guides and the funds and financial mechanisms available in the South Mediterranean countries. So we have found 21 funds available now at this moment in these South Mediterranean countries, and distributed between national funds, local fund, financial funds, international and UN, United Nations available programs funds. Also, the second outcome, the second main outcomes, actually, we have found the available financing options for energy efficiency scanned and listed. We have 36 financing mechanisms available in the South Mediterranean countries. Through this platform, the project holder or owner can accessing to the platform and make through accessing one page, he will find all the financial options, including all necessary data and related to his targeted fund, including within, as example for this data is the status of the fund or financial mechanism, the website, country, source of funds, sectors, project types, technology types, and background about how can apply for the financial facility. This is the still proposed outline of or layout of the platform. The main part, the platform will include the 6 tabs. The main important tab is financing providers database, will include financing program database and green funds database. This will be extracted from our database and will be presented through interactive web tool. Other sections will be updated periodically in maybe in 2 or according to the events, or any update can be occurred in the future. Also, there is some features, unique features we are using in this web tool. through dynamic layout design that integrates a web tool and interactive funding guide. The second feature is a comprehensive database for green funds and financing programs with a browse tool layout that allows users to filter based on 4 sample plus 5 detailed search criteria. Also, the result will be as a PDF or QR code, and the developer or investor can download it and save it for any, and send it also by email or for his company, or as a document, and save it as a document. Finally, to Info Center that hosts key document and photo galleries, knowledge hub with links to extend resource, and chat box, even calendar, success stories, etc. Finally, I'm announcing that we are already announced the term of references of web developer. Now it's available till the deadline for submission will be 27th of April. So we are kindly requested from all the audience to, if they are say that they are eligible, or their region, the RFP or TOR is regional and international companies can apply for it, and there is some condition and criteria within the TOR. The deadline will be 27, and hopefully the next step is to hire a web developer and start extracting the data, the offline data, and build the structure and layout of the platform. Thank you very much, and the floor for you, Ryan. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Hussam. I can see how your platform is useful, as in our countries, often the funding mechanisms they have a tendency to stop when the context becomes a bit difficult, either financially or politically, and it's not always easy to keep track of what is going on with those funds. Also, when they arrive to the commercial bank levels, when sometimes the websites are not very does not contain all the information we need, and the banks don't also communicate. And I can think so many occasions when I was looking for an information and just a program just expired and the website is not up to date anymore. So I see why it can be useful to have all this information and updated and an active status on one platform. So thank you. I'd like to ask you a quick question. What are the difficulties you have faced during the development? It can be also during the collecting of the data. And how did you overcome them? And if you have not, and you still have difficulties, how could you overcome them?
Okay, thank you. Actually, in brief, we have several obstacles and barriers and needs for this platform. The lack of comprehensive list of financial facilities and options in the South Mediterranean countries. Also, to fluctuation, as you mentioned, Ryan, fluctuation in the status of financial mechanisms. There is some of financial mechanisms or funds start and end with, some developers or investors enter to the website, and there is no data about this website, but it would be obsolete. So this also will be handled by the platform. Also, the third condition, also the needs of general guidelines, just to highlight and guide investors on the right choice for his investment. Back to the first obstacles about lack of list of financing options, the platform has selected currently, maybe also in the future, we will update the financial facilities and financial mechanisms in a proper way. Currently, we have 21 platform and 21 financial funds and 36 financial mechanism in 8 countries. By one click, you can access to this to any choice that you need, and it's in a way that this fund suitable with your industry or your choice. Then the platform has a friendly to select the suitable choice through 1 to 10 criteria. You can drop down the criteria and narrow the choice to reach to your right choice. So also we have another feature that you can use the PDF and QR code and other AI tools that you can support also in the searching for the suitable financial facility. For fluctuation of the status of financial mechanisms, up to date of the active programs, there is we have also solved this issue through our platform. We have offer the information on the status of the fund or financial mechanisms, and we have all the database required for the investors, and can guide the investors and project owners to the right choice. Finally, for the need for general guidelines, the platform will include also a separate section for the definition of green finance and financial mechanism for decentralized energy solutions. Also for energy efficiency projects definitions and decentralized green energy finance. So this is in brief how the obstacles and how can overcome these obstacles through our platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now I will be asking questions to Céline Inal, who is the founder of Ecomuse, who is the consultant company who has developed this platform. So, Céline, thank you for being here. I'd like to ask you a question. What opportunities does the tool present, and why is it useful in our region? And additionally, how do you think we can promote it and enhance its reach?
Okay, thank you. When we consider accelerating green transition in developing countries, especially even if there are regulations and legislations there, it doesn't mean that the project finance will accelerate. Especially we can consider two challenges there. One is the implementation capacity, and the second one is the adequate funding. When we look at the southern Mediterranean countries, actually we have some financing mechanisms and fundings there. As my colleague Hussam mentioned, there are already 21 funds and 36 financing mechanisms. But here the gap is that to bring two parties together, like one party is the project developers and owners, and the other party is funds and financing mechanisms. The gap is there in those countries, and actually our tool and platform targets to fill in this gap. Especially we are talking about SMEs, individuals and local communities. It's difficult for them to understand these dynamics of financing, and in the region all financing mechanisms, they have their own dynamics. And usually to reach information is not easy. And when you reach information, even it's difficult to understand. As my colleague explained, our platform, what we made is that we standardized all the, let's say, information, like the eligibility criteria, how to apply, and all other criteria regarding the projects, make it easier for the audience to reach and quickly to the financing. And of course, the heart of our platform is the search tools, which the audience can easily find the customized solution, the correct financing mechanism for them. But we also need to create kind of an ecosystem, because it's not only enough you put all the instruments in a web tool. You need to attract audience, and you need to help them to go to the platform and try to use this platform. For this reason, the communication and business development activities are very important in addition to the platform. And we also created some side parts of the web page just to support this business development and communication. Just to mention a couple of things, we have a media corner with key documents, a photo video gallery, and newsletters in our platform. Also, we have a knowledge hub where they can reach all the related tools, documents, information from other stakeholders as well. Of course, we have project success stories to inspire newcomers. We will have an events calendar, and I highly recommend that those events should, there should be organized some events to support and promote this platform. And of course, to share all those activities through social media regularly is important to reach a wider audience.
Thank you very much. Now we will be moving to our next speaker. I was wondering, Riyad, would you like to go before Alessandra? Or it's as you wish, because I've seen some, Dr. Adel was saying Riyad has to go. So maybe we can go, maybe we can have Riyad first, because this way we will have, we will alternate between meetMED projects and non-meetMED projects. I think it's only fair. So Riyad, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. I'm good with both options. Esma, can you turn on the presentation, please? Presentation first, yeah. I will challenge the IT infrastructure, and bear with me, audience, it's a long day. Can you go for the next slide? And I don't have the pointer. This limiting. Shukran. Okay. So actually, if the audience would like to be interactively joining the session, you're invited to scan the barcode, and then you can sort of say use as well the tool lively with me. Feel free to use the barcode and explore the tool with me if you like, of course. If not, then I do it on my own. Does it work? Does it work? Maybe you need to move. That's the downside of it. Savagat, did it work?
It worked.
Yeah? With you, maybe you're so close because the other ones are that far. Agat's the only one that's trying it? Oh, that's okay. It worked from there even, Mohammed?
Yes, it did.
Okay, then it's just your mobile phone. Okay. IT obstacles. Ça va? Okay, only good. So Mohammed says yes. Okay, the rest more or less. Okay. Then Esma, may I ask you to switch to the laptop? So again? لسه مش شايفة الشاشة؟ شوية صبر ما عنديش صبر يعني. I don't. Oh, good. So great. So you can see the meetME website in front of you. And if I click on tools, you will see, hopefully, where you have landed more or less. So that's the BEP tool infrastructure, which is BEP tool stands for Building Energy Performance Tool, with the ultimate aim to calculate the energy performance of buildings. And actually, the starting point of the project was mainly that a lot of banks approached us and said, we have money, and we would ideally invest this money for energy efficient buildings. But for a lot of countries, we don't have any data to assess what is a low energy efficiency building. Specifically for Egypt, or let's take the case for Egypt, there have been building codes written 2005, 2006, 2009, but at all not applied. And hardly no benchmarking studies have been done for the buildings environment. But also we can be specific as possible. EBRD has a lot of programs ongoing and would also love to channel some investments to the building sector, which is a large contributor, of course, as we all know, to CO2 emissions. We said, okay, we try to tackle this, and we did two things in parallel. First of all, we investigated a lot to understand how project developers are constructing buildings right now in Egypt. And we developed a building typology database, another database we have heard of a lot database today. Taking the example for Egypt, we came up with this building typology, so old buildings, new buildings, and dived into the technical parameters of each building. So really looked into the geometry, the building specs, the building envelope, the HVAC specs, and the operational specifications. This was the basis input for the building's energy performance tool, which we used to create the baseline in order to have a benchmark. And EBRD, again, the example of EBRD says, I'm willing to invest if the project developer clearly can state that he's saving 20% of savings, primary energy savings or CO2 savings. So I just put in test, and you can do whatever you can do that with me, so to say, and select. Now I selected Egypt for this specific case. You could also go for Lebanon, Jordan, or even other countries, but we have in our meetME project focused on Egypt, Lebanon, and Jordan. The second possible input is a reference city, which is representative for the climate city, for the climate zone. Let's take Cairo, because the biggest things happening in Cairo right now. And then you can select a specific building type. I go for single family house. We have multi-family house, office buildings, or the educational buildings, and different age periods, so to say, like in accordance to the building typology, which I just have shown you. Then I go for next. And then you see all the technical parameters which are fed from the building typology. So the geometry, which could be modified, of course, in your specific case if you have an own calculation to make. Now, if I would like to modify, so to say, or integrate energy efficiency measures to the building, I just modify the specifications and say I would love to improve the thermal insulation or integrate in thermal insulation in the wall. So modifying the U value. You can also calculate the U value by hand, so to say, if you want. Let's be more ambitious than 0.1. I would go for better glazing. So instead of single glazing, replace that with double glazing. I'm just coming up with some examples. And I would go for a higher efficiency for the split units. And last but not least, integrate some photovoltaics as well. I'm not sure, is it too fast? Are you trying it out? Probably not, but okay.
The faster the better.
As fast as possible, okay. So just clicking on next, it will calculate, hopefully if the internet connection works out, ideally in a minute, with less than a minute, the results, and it does. And the results are displayed in different levels. So we according to European context, we use still the indicator primary energy, but that's not super relevant to the region. And Dr. Adi surely knows more than me. But in Egypt, they even don't know what primary energy is in that context. Final energy, which is the common indicator, so to say, really what is the energy that you consume. And on the right side, you have the baseline, so the building typology inputs. And on the left side, you have the example which you just have made up. But additionally to energy, you also have emissions, which is mainly the KPI for the Ministry of Environment, which we are representing here. And you see on the right side the table, so to say, the results transparently popping up, and the savings that we have been able to gather. So roughly the 3 or 4 measures that we have integrated are summed up in approximately 60% of savings. And the good thing is really relevant as well for project developers. An economic analysis is done as well in parallel. So you see on the right side here the analysis of global costs, again in the European KPI, but more or less a synonym of life cycle costs. So it pays off definitely, and it's a technical and financial feasible project, as it's saving 37% of global costs within 20 years. And also here, a more common KPI paybacks. So the 4 measures that we have introduced are paying off within six years. So this is great news for project developers, because we have always the prejudges from the industry saying, hey, that doesn't make sense. It's too long payback periods, but that's not the case actually. And actually, taking the Lebanese example right now, with this high energy prices that they have, energy efficiency is really a business case in Lebanon, and will become in Egypt definitely one. In Jordan, it's also the case. So this is an free, open source, useful for everyone. So you can try it out. You have the link now, but I can also share the link with you again if you want. The ultimate aim, this is the first generation, so to say, of the tool. We are right now developing a second version, which leads to the ultimate aim of the output generating EPCs, actually certification schemes in the 3 countries. And Esma, is Esma still with us or not? مش معانا. If she would be with us, then we would see a slide of the draft of the EPC certificate, which is mainly shown shown 3 into 4 pages. 1 general information, all the KPIs of the energy results will be shown in the 2nd page. In the 3rd page, it will be recommendations how the project developer can be even more ambitious. And last but not least, on the 4th page, there's an explanation. Thank you, Gert. So it's just the draft of the design of the EPCs. The good news is that in Egypt and Lebanon, we will roll it out very soon. We're working with our friends from HBRC in Egypt and LCC in Lebanon, and Jordan is to come. And of course, we definitely need to see how to collaborate as well with the other partners, because we have, at the end of the day, all the same objective, and we should make the best things of all the projects into one. And I'm open, of course, to collaborate with our good friends from meetMED, Alme, and all the others as well. So if you have questions, reach out to us. I'm happy to take it further. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Riyad, for your presentation. It was very interesting. I've just a a few questions for you. The first one being
Anyway,
only one, only one. Just a quick remark. I'm just wondering how your EPB is how much resilient is it to creative designs in general? And I see how it is. You have mentioned how it is. It can be very useful for financial institutions to evaluate the green aspect of a building in order to allow financing. I can also see how it's important also to collaborate with the building professionals and to have maybe building professionals supervising the process. Voilà. And just a quick question. You said your tool was open source and free to use, which is great. So it's available for everyone to use. Do you know how, this is a problem that I'm sure we all face, how can we promote and enhance the reach of our tools?
And if I understand correctly, there are two questions. So how creative can we be with the tool? And the second question is how to increase the visibility of the tools. Yes. Picking up the first question, creativity. The tool is pretty open for a lot of new features, so to say. So in that sense, it's not limited. So in terms of geometry, you can be as specific as you can. You can play with the window fractions, and you see immediately also the effect of, so to say, minimizing the window fraction. So that's working or testing the tool with pilot projects. We have discovered, so to say, the low-hanging fruits like window fraction is really really super convincing, because you save not even on the OPEX side only, but also you save on the CAPEX side immediately, which is an eye-opener for a lot of project developers. And we are trying to push, so to say, the project developers to firstly chase the passive design principles of thermal mass increasing, natural ventilation or cross ventilation increasing, be wisely choosing the transparent surfaces on the window, right colors. All these measures can be easily displayed and used in the tool, and also displayed as economic benefits immediately. That's one. Two, in terms of U values, also sky is the limit there, no problem. So you can see also what is the cost optimal, so to say, U value, because actually there will be some limitations in terms of insulation thicknesses. Renewables, we have the option to use or to integrate solar, thermal, and PV, which are the most popular ones. Heat pumps are somehow available as well. Could be definitely further explored, but the niche technologies like possible urban wind turbines, which is an RD thing, are not included and are not really also not wanted or not needed, so to say. That's for the creativity. In that sense, we are pretty creative and can be pretty useful for project developers. The second question, visibility. We have tested the tool with a lot of project developers one-to-one, so to say. We are talking to more or less all the relevant banks in the 3 countries, and they are aware, and we are offering specific trainings, really talking the financial language, so to say, so not to put a lot of pressure on the financial people. At the same time, we'll do a lot of trainings for architects and engineers. And we will hand over, so to say, the tool in the coming months to the national authorities, so they can take the tool even after our project lifetime. So in that sense, we have targeted capacity building programs planned, flanked by webinars and workshops, and hopefully that could be, so to say, the door opener to a lot of project developers.
Thank you, Riyad, for your efforts and your presentation.
Shukran.
I leave the floor to Alessandra Gugliandolo from NEA. She will talk about focus on the audit tool for energy management in schools.
Sorry. Yes.
Yes.
So, in meantime, this part of the task 3.1.4 involves Lebanon, Algeria, Jordan, and Palestine. Our aim is to define a guideline for energy audits in school building. So, we created an very user-friendly tool that includes an energy evaluation in dynamic and in steady-state regime of the building, both in terms of envelope and system, and in particular both for renewable system and fossil fuel systems. In this school building, finally, in this school building are analyzed also thermal and energy consumption. But without presentation, it's difficult to understand what I want to do.
I'm sure it will be displayed very soon. She already started? Okay. Alessandra, do you think we can give the floor to Rima in the meantime?
Yes.
Maybe you can help Asma with finding the presentation. I'm sure it's just a problem with the file name.
Yes, yes.
Thanks.
No problem.
Thank you.
Nothing.
Apparently it's okay. Thank you.
It's a fake alarm. So, maybe 3, 2, 1. No. Yes, welcome. No, nothing. Nothing. So, our tool allows to define the energy profile of a school building. Our tool have 3 different parts. 1 energy profile module, 1 renovation option module, and 1 financing module. Inside into the energy profile module, you can indicate the school detail in terms of dimension, position, and the consistent of each element of the envelope of your building and each part of the system, generator, distribution, and so on. After this analysis, this evaluation, you can define the energy profile of your school. after, you can try to do an update of your building with a series of improvement actions. This action can be done on architectural elements, glazing, roof, walls, basement, and so on, and after also in systems. So you can do some changes in heat generator, lights, solar heating, and photovoltaic. The evaluation about heat generator, lights, and photovoltaic is in terms of kilowatt hour or kilowatt, depends on the typology of the system. Instead, for the solar heating, you have an evaluation in terms of square meter of solar heating panels. At the end of this evaluation, you can identify which is the real cost of your investment and your payback period of your investment. In the home page of our tool, you have a section in which on the top you have the tools menu. After, you can see the best practices per each country, and after the document that you can save after your modeling. To click on Tools menu is the start. Click on Tool menu is a way to start with your simulation. In the left sidebar, it's possible to open a drop-down list with these three options: energy profile, renovation option module, and financing module. Thank you. With the energy profile module, you can estimate the performance compared to the national benchmark and calculate the energy indices of your school building. In the section School Details, you have a series of boxes in which you have the definition of the countries, of the municipality, and the address. This is very useful to identify immediately the heating degree days of this position. After, it's possible to do an evaluation about the baseline in terms of energy consumption, both thermal and electric. After this evaluation, you can do another evaluation in terms of dimension of your building. So you can fill in these boxes the gross heated volume of your school building, dispersing surface, and gross floor area. After, you have the possibility to identify if this building is efficient in terms of envelope or not. After, you can identify the operating time factor that indicate how you can use your building in hours. After, you have a definition of the class of your building: sufficient, good, or insufficient. After, you can, at the end, you can click on download document to generate a tab in PDF file format that summarizes the data and your results. After, you have a section with the renovation option module in which you can calculate the potential energy saving and to create different scenario of your actions. So, for example, you can do renovation only in one architectural element or in different architectural elements. So you can click only on glazing or both glazing and basement and so on. After this evaluation, you can identify the result of your analysis with a specific output that is a detailed document, PDF document, and after you can identify also the payback period of your investment depending the rates of each countries. So.
Thank you very much, Alessandra.
Thank you too.
So, Alessandra, I just have a quick question.
Yes.
I have seen that your software is very thorough, your web tool. I wanted to know if, for example, a school director could have the technical knowledge to operate this tool, or
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. This tool contributes to disseminate the knowledge in different actors of the construction and building and management of the school. Identify a tool so user-friendly is very useful for all actors of this process. And it's also very important to develop this instrument, this web tool, to promote the nearly zero energy schools in every part of the Mediterranean area.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
So now, we're moving to our final panelists. Rima Srour, Vice President of Lebanon Green Building Council. She will give us insights on green buildings labeling, and maybe in order to catalyze the conversation, I know that Lebanon Green Building Council have been developing their own green building certification, ARIS. So maybe if you can include a brief description of ARIS in your insights. Thank you.
Yes. Hello, good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, let us say. First of all, I want to thank you for inviting me here. I'm very honored. And I'd like to start by two words that I heard today that just a few minutes ago, Dr. Stas Riyad was talking about collaboration. And this morning, Dr. Maged was talking about, in his presentation, about investigation. And I think these are two keywords, let us say, in our work. And I'm happy I'm the last one, because it seems there's a telepathy between GrassMed, between BuildMe, and between our ARIS, because I will be presenting the ARIS 2.0, which is a web-based rating tool that we've started. This second version we started 4 years ago. And the first, and it seems we were all working on something very complementary to each other during maybe the same periods, because what I just saw in GrassMed and in BuildMe, they're all included, or we have something, we can collaborate within all the info and all the data that we'll be getting and everything else. I would like to start by Lebanon Green Building Council actually partnered with IFC, the World Bank, in 2011, and we did in 2011 the first ERS building rating system. ERS being the cedars, you know, the Lebanese flag tree. And at that moment, and when we investigated, we found a lot of actual buildings. There's a lot of stock of existing buildings. That's why we started by doing a rating system for existing buildings. It was for commercial existing buildings at the time. And 4 years ago, when I was leading the council, I applied with the UNDP, the CEDRO project of UNDP, to an EU project, actually. It was funded by EU, and we got the grant, and we started doing the ERS 2.0, the web development, which is it is a full assessment for a full performance for buildings from all types of buildings, existing, residential, new buildings in design or construction phase, and all types of buildings, whether it is schools, residences, hotels, malls, hospitals, everything. The only thing that's not there is the industry, the industrial buildings. So it provides, when you go online, it's a free tool that anybody can use, and it provides a bankable report at the end. It's a full rating tool in 5 modules. From these 5 modules are the nature, sources of nature, all the sources of nature. I want to be very brief, so I put very few points, so not to elaborate a lot.
And I thank you for that.
It has a full guideline of 700 pages, so that to become not only for professionals, to be able to be an awareness tool for everybody to use in 2 languages, Arabic and English. And so students can use, universities can use, professionals can use, the normal public can use this. And we targeted the OEA, which is the Order of Engineers and Architects in Lebanon, so they can include part of it, at least the basic one, the basic part, with the permits, with the building permits. And actually, we just signed 2 MOUs, because in Lebanon we have 2 orders, one for the north and one for all of Lebanon. Excuse my voice. So we targeted them and we signed MOUs, and we're having discussions now how to be able to integrate part, or the basic part of greening, you know, the construction industry in Lebanon. What I would like to highlight very briefly about why ERS, because it's decarbonization focused. It has all the sustainability aspects and principles for new and for existing buildings. This is one. A second thing, it's a comprehensive sustainability aspect. How is that? Like it is, it covers all the sustainability aspects, from net zero energy to net zero water, net zero waste, net zero carbon. The third thing is, it is the point system. It's beyond the point system. Most or all rating systems have a point system and about 50 criteria or so. The ERS 2.0 has 120 criteria with a grade, it's out of 100. Why is that? Because this gives incentive for the designer or for the person who's working to go beyond. And this, as they go beyond that, they see directly the difference. So this will give them an incentive to go even further for decarbonization of the module. Okay. Another thing is it is a dynamic progress tracking. What does that mean? And it has all the calculators inserted in it. The minute you change anything, you get the new result. So this makes everybody who wants to use it will see the difference right away and will give them an incentive to go further, or would give them the knowledge to how to go beyond what they're doing. And also it is, like I said, it is a guidance tool. It's not only for rating, for assessing. It will guide anyone using it to where they can go to become better, whatever they're using it for. If it is it is a free tool, anybody can go online and try his building, his whatever it is, and they would see where they are at. And if they needed to have an actual certification, they would come to LGBC for the actual certification, and it is for a very low percent of a fee. So this makes it, in summary, it is for everyone. It is, it's not just a rating tool, it's a friendly guide for architects, for engineers, even for students, fostering sustainability practices and responsible design objectives. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I can see how you put your vision into this green building certification, and it's inspiring to I'm sure, everyone that is developing such a tool. Thank you. Dr. Adel, any last words?
Thank you so much. I would like to say that most of them that are on this table, we work together with Rima, with Riyadh, and also I have experience also on the thermal regulation. I worked with Morocco, with Algeria, with Tunisia, with Lebanon. Then what is the message that I want to say? I have already more than 25 years of work to collect all the data regarding the building and also to work on the development of regulation. What we see is that actually the thermal regulation, what we call the energy building codes, is difficult to enforce in all the region. Why? Because the problem of capacity building, the problem also of the local authority, of the national authority to follow up and make the verification of conformity. You have also the financing and anything. But what is important also that the new generation of engineers, the new generation of developers also, to be informed, to be also to develop the capacity building for them, to be trained also to develop what we call energy performance building and also energy audit for existing building, and to know what they have to implement as energy efficiency measures, and also to what they can use the tools. What she said, Rima, I agree 100% about what the difficulty, what they need. But what I want to say that the GrassMED platform, or Green Book platform, is the umbrella. Is the umbrella for all what you are doing now, because the collaboration could be inside this GrassMED, GrassMED Green Book. We can put all the information regarding green building system, regarding tool, regarding financial tool, regarding the energy audit of school. We can put what you need, like information. You can put also information about training and all. So if each one of us could know what the other are doing, it's better for the visibility, better for the collaboration. Sure, when I saw the energy performance certification developed by the Riyadh, it could be the first step, for example, for the envelope of the building, of the choice to the equipment, and then he can go after for the other aspect of the building, like she said, Rima, about the waters, about the reuse of material, about everything. Then what we can say, really, this Green Book platform is the umbrella, and you are all invited to put your information inside. We can put the link to your tools, and we can exchange under this Green Book GrassMed platforms that is developed for the project meetMED. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I think it's time to close this session. I'd like to thank you all for your. I've been cut. Okay. I'd like to thank you all for your work. We have seen that there are many tools that are being developed in the framework of meetMED, but also outside with Guidehouse. And also with Lebanon Green Building Council. Thank you, Recre. Thank you, Alme. Thank you, NER. Thank you, Medener. Like we have seen, all these tools are available to use. They are free to use. They are out there, and it's up to the building professionals to use them and to promote them. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Photo?
Hi again, attention please. Before closing the event, we will have a short coffee break just before the meetMED announcement and declaration that will be the official closing of the event. So I invite you to have a coffee break if you wish, and then in 10 minutes from now, we will officially close the event with the declaration from both the organizers and the meetMED program implementers. Thank you.
Mesdames, Messieurs, nous faisons une petite pause café et après nous revenons pour le mot de clôture. on va procéder à la clôture juste avant. Demain, bon, il y aura de la visite et il y aura une autre session de formation au profit des journalistes. Si vous permettez, j'appelle notre collègue Médiéchour. On va vous annoncer plus ou moins les principales recommandations issues des 2 jours des ateliers et des sessions, les principales recommandations. Par contre, la déclaration, elle va être affinée et elle va être vous envoyée par mail tous après signature et approbation des partenaires ANME, APRU, RECRI et Médener. Donc, si vous me permettez, je passerai la parole à Madame Milou Bilpout pour annoncer un peu le mot de clôture et les principales recommandations issues de cet événement.
Merci beaucoup. Et je vais essayer de commencer en français. C'est la fin de la réunion, donc non, j'ai appris beaucoup. C'était la première fois pour moi, le meetMED réunion. J'ai appris beaucoup. Au moins, j'ai appris quelques mots français en plus. En fait, je crois que je dois rester ici à Tunisie parce que le français ici, on parle plus clair qu'en Belgique et en France. Et en Algérie aussi. Mais ok. Peut-être c'est mieux quand je parle en anglais. So let me first of all thank the organizers. I have been very impressed by this meeting, by the organization of the meeting, by the venue, by the people that I have met here. It was really a great event, and I'm very happy that I have been able to participate. I really have been impressed by the expertise that I have found here. So many different topics that have been discussed, so many different agencies with each having their own expertise. I have seen so many very interesting discussions, whether it was on regulations, on regulatory reforms, on monitoring, on doing energy audits, on creating energy labels, on finding ways for investment. I think it was, for me, very impressive to see such a wide range of topics being discussed, and also to see this network, because I think that is probably a magical thing of this meetMED project, that it brings all these agencies together, that it brings the Medener partners together with the RECRI partners. I think that is really the biggest value of that you have, to be able to exchange ideas, exchange knowledge among countries that have maybe similar climate conditions, maybe also in other respects similar conditions, and that you can maybe pick up ideas from one country to use in another country. That I think is absolutely fantastic. So I was very happy to be able to see that. I hope that these valuable exchanges can be continued. I really look forward to see the final phase of this meetMED 2 project, and I really look forward to see the end results that I think will be communicated in not too long from now. And then let's continue to discuss if there is also a meetMED 3 and what that could look like. I think we still need to explore this further, to see what is the demand for meetMED 3, what is the interest of the European Commission, what have been lessons learned from meetMED 2 that we can use in meetMED 3. I think we still have this open discussion over the next period, hope we can find the best way for all of us. So with that, I would like to still thank everybody again for these great 2 days. I will follow the results over the next period. Everybody who stays in Hammamet, I wish a great remaining time, and for the ones traveling back home, a safe trip home, and hope to see you again soon. Thank you.
Merci. Merci, Madame Hibou. Je vous remercie. Donc, avant de passer la parole maintenant au Récré, Médéner et nos deux directeurs généraux à Pru et à NME, je céderai la parole à notre collègue Nedia Chour qui va nous annoncer les principales recommandations issues de 2 jours de session et de panel très importants. Allez-y.
Merci beaucoup Hassan. Je ne vais pas prendre beaucoup de temps. Mesdames et messieurs, bonsoir. Merci d'être parmi nous pour ces 2 jours. Donc voilà les travaux, juste pour vous informer que les recommandations ont été prises en charge et en considération. Donc les recommandations sont résumées dans 5 groupes cohérents. Il s'agit de, premier groupe, c'est faciliter le financement, tout ce qui était autour de financement et qui a été développé dans les différentes sessions. Donc il y a le mix énergétique durable, une thématique très importante aussi qui a été soulevée dans les différentes sessions. Donc organisation des activités et sensibilisation, formation et information. Et enfin, c'est le futur du meetMED Project que nous souhaitons radieux. Donc la déclaration, vous l'aurez très prochainement, une fois finalisée et élaborée. Et donc je vous remercie tous et je passe la parole à Hassan. Merci.
J'appelle M. Jawed pour le mot de clôture.
Merci beaucoup, c'est Hassan. Je sais que la plupart vous êtes fatigués après une longue journée. Je tiens à remercier encore une fois la NME, la Pru, la Commission et tous les participants pour leur participation très active lors de ces 2 jours. J'ai vraiment apprécié la plupart toutes les discussions à laquelle j'ai participé. Je pense qu'on est tous contents parce qu'en fait on voit le résultat des travaux de ces dernières années. Je pense qu'on doit continuer. Et il y a donc la promesse de la Commission de nous soutenir pour une prochaine éventuelle phase 3. Je pense qu'on peut être fier de ce qu'on a fait jusqu'à maintenant et il faut consolider les résultats qui ont été obtenus lors de la première phase, deuxième phase, surtout voilà ce qui a été cité par ma collègue Nadia, le Forum méditerranéen d'investissement sur les énergies durables est important. Je pense au niveau aussi national, les tables rondes, c'est très important de les consolider, de faire plus, d'inclure les banques, les institutions financières, tous les acteurs au niveau local, je pense très important. Et prochainement, j'espère qu'on aura plus de travail au niveau territorial avec les autorités locales pour pouvoir vraiment avoir un impact plus important de projet. Je pense ce qui a été développé, que ce soit au niveau des formations, les guides sur les mécanismes de financement, les formations qui ont été faites, les plateformes qui ont été développées, je pense seront très très utiles et seront appréciées par toute la région méditerranéenne. Et encore une fois, la collaboration entre le Récré et le Médéner est fondamentale. Je pense on est très fiers de cette collaboration. Je pense ensemble, on peut faire beaucoup de choses intéressantes pour nos pays méditerranéens. Merci beaucoup.
Roberta, à vous la parole. Speak in English if you want.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, our members, the organizers, for the outstanding organization, really. It was a pleasure being here. Thank you to all the participants, to the European Commission. I would like to say that from the point of view of MED&AIR, the first thing, the most important thing is our collaboration, is our network, as it was also highlighted by the European Commission. It's tangible, I think. I think that anyone could see that we are working together, really working together. I would like to say that we have a lot of results, we have a lot of experts working together passionately, and also that my final conclusion would be that the beneficiary countries are not just the beneficiary countries mentioned here, but it's also the northern countries, because we learn a lot. It's not just them, it's all of us. We are all beneficiary, and I hope to have the next event also with our new challenges that we are facing, and thank you very much, you all.
Merci. Merci. Je passerai la parole à Monsieur Chaban pour le mot de clôture.
Dans la continuité, ce que je voudrais dire, ce que j'ai ressenti moi-même, c'est que meetMED est plus qu'un projet. Je l'ai compris il y a quelque temps. Hein. Pour moi, un projet, c'est un projet. Qui a un début et une fin, qui a une organisation, qui a une gestion classique de projet. Maintenant, j'ai compris que meetMED a évolué vraiment vers une plateforme qui fournit à ses membres vraiment toute l'assistance nécessaire, que ce soit en termes de renforcement de capacité, d'outils, d'indicateurs, etc. Et on l'a ressenti aujourd'hui encore plus. On a ressenti cette évolution. Ce qui est nécessaire maintenant, à mon avis, pour l'avenir, il y a un éventail de projets qu'il faudrait vraiment prendre en charge et qui concerne l'ensemble des pays du bassin méditerranéen, que ce soit en termes par rapport aux enjeux qui sont devant nous, que ce soit en termes de décarbonation de l'industrie, que ce soit en termes de mobilité électrique, que ce soit en termes d'harmonisation et de standardisation des politiques énergétiques. Cette plateforme vraiment permet cet échange d'expérience, cette discussion franche et sereine et de partage entre les différents membres. Donc rien que pour ça, je remercie l'ensemble des parties prenantes, je remercie MED&AIR, RECRE, l'Union européenne qui finance tout ça. Je remercie aussi l'ensemble des membres qui sont vraiment qui représentent leur gouvernement, qui sont la pierre angulaire de cette plateforme. Sans oublier, en ce qui concerne cet événement, les organisateurs de cet événement qui s'est déroulé d'une manière très très professionnelle, mais aussi dans un climat vraiment qui permet vraiment de présenter les choses d'une manière assez pragmatique, claire et sans détour. Donc, Monsieur Fathi, pour l'organisation, l'équipe, toute l'équipe, mon équipe de l'APRU, les représentants des ministères, aussi bien tunisiens qu'algériens, Roberta, Jawad, Madame Castella, si c'est ça. Enfin, j'oublie les noms, mais enfin ceux qui représentent l'ensemble des institutions, mais aussi l'ensemble de ceux qui ont présenté d'une manière très très professionnelle tous les projets, mais aussi les perspectives qui nous attendent. Monsieur le directeur technique de RECRE, on a eu des échanges. Il y a des présentations, mais aussi des échanges en off en parallèle dans lesquels on apprend aussi beaucoup de choses. Peut-être, il n'y a pas beaucoup de non-dits. Hein. Tout ce qui est dit ici et tout ce qui est dit en dehors. Hein. Donc il n'y a pas de souci. Donc je vous remercie encore une fois et je souhaite que la transition énergétique ne soit plus restreinte uniquement à du relamping ou à quelques actions vraiment que tout le monde maintenant, avec le temps, arrive à saisir. Mais c'est plus une interaction entre les différents secteurs. Chaque secteur impacte vraiment l'autre. Le secteur de transport impacte l'industrie impacte le bâtiment impacte l'ensemble des autres secteurs. Ça veut dire que quand on prend maintenant le projet, il faut le prendre dans son package entier si on veut avoir un effet global bénéfique pour l'ensemble de la planète, mais aussi plus particulièrement du bassin méditerranéen. Merci beaucoup, Atekoum Saha, et à la prochaine, Inch'Allah.
Merci, M. Jawed. Donc, le mot de fin, M. Fatih El-Hanchi, directeur général de l'ANME.
شكرا حسن شكرا les collègues الكل. Au terme de cet événement, au terme de ces 2 jours de travail, je saisis cette occasion pour remercier tous les participants, tous les invités et tous les experts qui ont contribué à la réussite de cet événement. Je retiens 3 principaux constats. Donc, le premier, c'est que je crois que les souhaits ou les objectifs de notre partenaire, notre bailleur de fonds, l'Union européenne, je crois qu'il est atteint par le fait qu'aujourd'hui nous sommes un réseau d'experts qui collaborent ensemble pour le bien de tous les pays de la Méditerranée et tous les pays membres du RECRE. Et ça, c'est très important. Ça, c'est, je crois que parmi les objectifs du lancement de projets par l'Union européenne. Le deuxième constat, c'est ce groupement qui a montré son efficacité et la fluidité de collaboration, le MEDENER et le RECRE. Et je crois aujourd'hui que 2 structures comme le MEDENER et le RECRE peuvent vraiment être très efficaces en termes d'action dans la région méditerranéenne et la région MENA d'une manière générale. Le troisième constat, qu'aujourd'hui nous avons devant nous des idées claires par rapport à la suite du projet meetMED dans sa 3e phase. Nous sommes aujourd'hui tous, je crois, convaincus de la nécessité d'agir sur les aspects liés à la décarbonation d'une manière générale. Nous sommes tous convaincus qu'il faudrait peut-être faire jouer les différents instruments territoriaux pour assurer cette transition énergétique souhaitée. Et donc, je crois qu'aujourd'hui, le scope of work est bien clair et bien sûr, nous l'avons discuté avec nos collègues et nous avons présenté un peu nos souhaits par rapport à la suite du projet meetMED. Donc aujourd'hui, à mon sens, je crois que les idées sont beaucoup plus claires par rapport au démarrage de la phase 2 du projet. Le dernier point, et je clôture avec ça, aujourd'hui aussi nous avons montré que c'est possible de collaborer pour l'organisation de n'importe quel événement. Et je suis fier vraiment de travailler avec nos collègues à la PRU, avec cette fluidité de collaboration et cette parfaite entente entre les deux agences, et ça, je crois que c'est un résultat très intéressant à présenter. Merci beaucoup pour votre engagement, pour votre participation, et j'espère qu'on aura beaucoup d'autres occasions collaborer ensemble. Merci beaucoup. Yatikum as-saha.
Merci, c'est Fathi. Mais permettez-moi franchement de donner un remerciement spécial par rapport à ceux qui ont travaillé au NOF. Vraiment, à part Nedia, à part Taher, à part Roberta et les collègues du Récré, à Asma, Eduardo, Alessandro et les collègues, tous qui ont travaillé au NOF durant une période très longue. Donc, jour et nuit, on a permis de faire ce travail-là. Et je vous remercie de tout mon cœur, en tout cas. Et à la prochaine. Frédéric également. Merci. Je remercie les traducteurs, je m'excuse, j'ai oublié. Je n'ai pas utilisé de casque, c'est pour ça. Merci beaucoup. N'oubliez pas, demain, il y aura la visite, c'est très intéressant, 2 visites. À Nabeul, la première, et la deuxième à Grombelia. C'est une factory pour les lampes LED, c'est très intéressant. Donc, le matin, formation du journaliste, continuation, c'est-à-dire benchmark avec le journaliste. Par la suite, il y a visite à Nabeul, elle est juste à côté, pour la municipalité de Nabeul. On revient à l'hôtel, on fait le check-out pour ceux qui vont partir, et on déjeune le déjeuner, et par la suite, visite à Grombelia pour le factory, pour les lampes LED. Voilà. Merci beaucoup.